All right, what is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another Black Desert video. So today was patch day, and for all of you who are looking for paints and, you know, more stuff to go for your treasure items, I wanted to talk about some highlights that came out today. So there's a bunch of events that started today, but one thing that I think most people at least want is the extra paints. So first and foremost, we currently have the ongoing event that is the unknown, or the gold unknown design seals. Get your paints from here. That's 10 of them. But with today's patch, what's new is in the loyalties can actually get some more of them, and I picked mine out. There's also the 10 boxes you can get for 1 billion each, so 10 billion a week for 2 weeks. It's like breaking even or doing better, so I think these boxes are worth the 1 billion each. And yeah, these are pretty good. So at worst, I'm pretty sure you break even with the Cron Stones. At best, obviously, you win. So yeah, worth it. But aside from that, there's a bunch of Black Friday boxes. There's the ones that give you 5 paints over here. I know you can't really see that with the camera covering it, but 5 paints over here. Extra loot scrolls, or not loot scrolls, but item drop rate, and a bunch of loot scrolls and, you know, XP. So always good. The extra one you can get is the life one. So for all of you life skillers out there, I've talked about this in the past, but you may not think it's a lot, but 100 mastery, believe it or not, if you know what you're doing, you could turn this into billions. So don't just use these 2 secret book and support scrolls randomly. Kind of figure out what you're doing and try to make the most out of your hour with the extra 100. So yeah, whatever you're doing, try to min-max this one, because 100 or 200 extra mastery does mean a lot if you know what you're doing. So when in doubt, just save them until you need it. But all of these are pretty good. Aside from that, the extra ones, the Black Friday box is a 250 stack, which you can buy, and also a 200, which, yeah, 200 is pretty good. Should buy that one. And then a 150 with the loyalties. So, or 180. Yeah, that's actually good too. I'll buy it on that one. So yeah, loyalties, no real money. Get those. All the Black Friday stuff, always nice. And yeah, get the boxes with that. And in terms of pearls, obviously the Black Friday, Thanksgiving thing is around the corner. If you were going to spend money on this, these boxes are, in fact, the good ones. But there's also another one that's like 379 pearls, which are, you know, it gives you more paint boxes. So either way, if you don't spend, it's not a big deal. If you do, at least get the loyalties and everything. Those are always nice. But other events going on. Currently, we got the double Garmoth, I believe double Vel and RBF thingy going on, which I should probably do. Believe it or not, the RBF 99% of the time is pretty bad, because, you know, you're really just fighting geared people and the rewards aren't even good. But at least try to do this one, like the daily and the weekly. So you may not think you need perfumes and deep sea encourages, but they're actually really good. The sturdy forest treads. These are basically whale tendons, but the super cracked ones that make this one. So yeah, end game player kind of thing. But even if you don't, it's pretty good silver. Even if you sell it, I wouldn't recommend selling it. Just hold on to it till you use it eventually, and it's just nice money. Otherwise, do the double Garmoth, do the double, you know, RBF, Vel, and everything. That's good. But once again, wanted to talk about all the paints real quick, since we got like 9 extra boxes of all that stuff if you got it, and then more from like the 10 extra from here if you get those too. So I just want to break it down once again. I made 2 videos of this, so I don't want to go super into detail, but I'm just going to talk about the important ones, because the paints got buffed, like the drop rate got buffed today in the patch as well. So I thought that would be something notable to talk about. And so if you're going for the archaeologist map, I heard that there's one piece in each of the Pilaku and sulfur mine that's kind of annoying. I would personally start with the sulfur mine just because Pilaku is kind of more out of the way than the others, but ultimately they're like both in the Valencia area. So like if I were to show you, Pilaku is down here, sulfur mine is up here. They're both kind of out of the way, but at least nowadays with everyone having a unicorn, it's not too bad. And the archaeologist map, from my understanding and all the data that's around for BDO, I heard is the easiest. In terms of Histria and Akhman, the Elton piece is probably the hardest one. So start with Histria, and then Merchant Ring, Sakraya is pretty bad. You want to do that one as well. Paddocks makes more money than Sakraya, but it's still pretty bad. Olin's is obviously the group spot. That's the hardest piece to get of the ring. And don't worry about Ash Force and Crypt Resting Thoughts. Those are pretty easy. So if you're going for the ring piece, I'd probably do Olin's and Sakraya. If you have any of those, obviously Paddocks is the next one. And then Telescope, City of the Dead, Tungrad, and Darkseekers. Darkseekers is actually really good because it drops the origins, the things that build your fail stacks, and you know what all the end game players doing it nowadays. It's actually very good. So Darkseekers is like sleeper good. Well, it's always been good, but now it's even extra good. It competes with Adonia spots. Tungrad also very good, pretty equivalent to Darkseekers. City of the Dead is pretty trash. Would not recommend. And unless you need the piece here, that's the only reason. But my recommendations, go for the piece you need. Otherwise, Histria, it's a good one. Sakraya, to use the paints on, that is. Paddocks, Olin's, and I would probably use it paints at City of the Dead because you don't want to grind there while you're grinding at like Tungrad or Darkseekers. So there's that. But yeah, there's a lot of different paints you can get. Recommend using it, and good luck with all your treasure items these days. Make sure to do your events and at least get the loyalty stuff or your stacks. If you don't know, basically you get these boxes that we just got, and then if you don't know where they go into the Advice of Valks tab over here, and then you can see all your stacks, which make sure to get the 250s as well. Those are pretty good. And the 250s come from this one over here. You could get 3 of those, and then the loyalty shop. So anyway, that's all I wanted to do, talk about. Quick PSA today. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. If you're new to your channel, hit that subscribe button. Love to see you guys come back. And we got a bunch of videos coming up in the near future. So that's it for today. I'll see you guys later. Peace.